I'm able to be here tonight. And I thank you. When I was thinking about this award, I thought of how many people have been involved with me and helped me reach the goals that we set at SARCC. I would like to personally thank Karen Light, my principal. She was my first principal at South Lebanon. It was ironic how I got that job, Karen. We had just moved here about 6 weeks previously, and I had joined the choir at the church, and our assistant superintendent said to me one night after choir, "Redith, we need a nurse desperately at South Lebanon." Someone had taken sabbatical, and the nurse they hired, I think she lasted a week and a half. Right there. And Ron Garman is here tonight, and his wife Nadia played an integral part in SARCC's early start. And Ron was my my principal for 1.5 years when Mr. Quinn took a sabbatical. So thank you too, Ron. I wanted to share a little bit about what a school nurse encounters. On a day-to-day basis, it's a lot of kids coming in and out. We have tons of kids on meds. Would you believe that not only attention deficit hyperactivity, but we have many children who are depressed. Children who are depressed. Can you believe it? If you would come to my office between 11 and 1, you would see 25 to 30 students lined up for medications. There was a problem with so many different doctors prescribing, and it was very frustrating to me because teachers would report to me behavior, and it was my job to get in touch with the doctor so he could take care of the meds and change them as was needed. Some doctors never got back to me. This wasn't fair, and it wasn't a good thing for the kids. So I got the idea of maybe we could start something with Phil Haven. And I had been in and out with Phil Haven through my work at Warnersville State Hospital. So we got together with Phil Haven. Senator Brightbill was instrumental in helping us get some needed funding that we needed. And we started the in-house mental health program at my school. And it's still in place today. We have mentors from Phil Haven that go to the classroom where the children are assigned. And the parents have to sign on and say, yes, we'll come to a meeting. And every 2 weeks, we held a meeting with everyone. And then I could contact one doctor, Dr. Fran Sparrow, who's a wonderful man, and get the medications taken care of. Through the years, in the very beginning, when I started at South Lebanon, then that fall, I thought I was finished because I was just filling in. And Mr. Beaver called me, and he said, Redith, our nurse is taking another half year, could you come in? And I said, I'd love to. And from South Lebanon, then I went to Ebenezer. And I had a wonderful principal there, Mr. Tom Quinn. And he couldn't be with us tonight. He just moved into kindred care, but we're in touch with him and he's doing well. And he was another real advocate for children, just like Karen and Ron. And then from there, I went to Ebenezer. Ebenezer, what a building. We had so many needy kids there. And I want to share one sad story that comes from that school. We had a K+ class, and many of you teachers will know there was Lois Yorty. And if Lois couldn't bring out the best in a kid, no one could. And she was so kind and caring. And this little girl was coming to school with rubber boots on. The kind I wore as a kid over my shoes when it was snowing and I had to walk to school. And they flopped up and down on their feet. And I thought, what's going on here? Something isn't right. And there was no phone number. And my second clue came when the free and reduced lunch papers never came back, and I certainly knew that they were eligible for that. So I made myself a home visit. What deplorable conditions. 2 parents, educable, retarded, and didn't have a clue what was going on. The father refused to tell me their income to fill out on the form. I realized they didn't do math very well, but I figured they're on public assistance. I'm just gonna write that down. When the auditors come in the spring, if they question me, I'll say, here's their address, go visit them. And it was shortly thereafter, I got the homemakers to come in. And the homemakers were trying to help the mother know what to do to make a meal. And sent a lot of food into that house. Then it started, the little girl was being sent to my office almost every day, soiling. That's one of the signs that there's sexual abuse. I got the proper authorities involved. The child and her mother and younger brother were removed to a safe place outside Lebanon County. And that little girl has grown into a woman. She's still what I would say, educable, retarded. But I hear from her, and I know every Christmas is she safe, and she's safe, and that's a good story.